Okay, this first poem I read at Spider House last year, maybe 5 months ago. And at first I read it to some people at Top Drawer Thrift on Barnett Road, if y'all don't know where it's at. 49th and Barnett. And the lady there said, "I read at the Spider House." I didn't even know nothing, really know nothing about the Spider House. But I thought, because she said it's good. I said, "You think I win?" She said, "I didn't, you know. I got a score of 23. Most of the combined scores were 27 on up to 31. After that, I said, "Everybody know about Facebook. I thought I was supposed to win." The judges on the computer said, "Keep coming back. They got to get to know you." I guess that has something to do with it. And I take that attitude now. Just the lady said, "Be glad for the opportunity to share your poetry." You know, some of them, well, I feel strongly about anything. Anytime I feel strong about something, I write for them, right? And sometimes I form instruction, and sometimes they educated, and so forth. And but I commend y'all for the type of poetry y'all do, but I do the kind that rhyme every other word on the end, or you know, every other sentence, or you know, sometimes experimented with, start every line out with the title. A lot of my poems I close with the title, you know. And then I was like, man, wait a minute. I feel like the long range, everybody doing the graphic storytelling type of poem.
That's okay. Everybody has their own unique style.
That's right, that's right. I looked the word up to see if I was in there, and I am. when I seen rhyme and so forth, when I was in there, you know. But I ain't saying I can't learn to do that kind. I just really rather do this kind. But anyway, I want to write this poem. I now like Facebook. I took about 40 minutes. Okay, with the introduction. The name of this poem is I Now Like Facebook. And I want to write it like a story, like you read to the children. Once upon a time, the book started off, then it happily ended after the story ended. I want to write it like that. Once upon a time, a friend named Jim asked me to send a friend request to him. I told him, I don't want to be on Facebook, but later about this site, I changed my outlook. Now, as of today, I have many Facebook friends, some biological family, but most are not kin. Some I have known for a while, I can say, and others I friended, meeting the same day. As the story continues, I can truly say I enjoy my Facebook friends' postings each day. Also, I share my postings and pictures, and even thoughts from the Holy Scriptures. Another thing about Facebook I really like, they don't limit the amount of words you write. And they're inspired. One day I plan to pen this book, my pictures and comments posted on Facebook. When I told Jim I didn't want to be on Facebook, I really didn't have a reason for this stance took. It was really, I think, a fear of the unknown. Our computer skills lack. We're in now, I've grown. As the story draws to a close, I hear said, advancing to Twitter, MySpace, and so forth, I may not have made. But Facebook's same principle is on those sites. And only Facebook social media for now will suffice. A Facebook friend once told me I post good things. And I replied I enjoyed also the posting she brings. And lately of a posting of mine, I did note, I really like this Facebook post. Now, as I told two friends about this poem, that is Quinn and Tinley, his mom. Quinn said he had the Social Network DVD, which film about the site's owner. He said, I can see. It won't spoil me if you told me other film, since I've read half of an article about him when I Googled to see who started Facebook and saved it, so at the second half to look. Now the other half of that article I have read, which piece about Facebook owner, well said. And shortly thereafter, this DVD, I bought it, which cost me just $5 at Target. As many, I visit this social media again and again, which popular site connects family and friends. So thanks, Mark Zuckerberg, for this site you run the truth. And this story ends happy, since I now like Facebook. How many?
About 3 more minutes. Or short intro to us.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what to read now with them short minutes. Let me see. Let me just read this one about getting set free from prison. This should take about 3 minutes.
Okay.
I have short poems, but a lot of them are long. But when they're long, I'm trying not to be repetitive, boring, and I'm trying to, be fresh to the end. Thank you, God, that I've been free exactly 7 years. That's the name of this one. I read this one at Westminister last night. I had a hard time getting there. So let me get to the poem, okay? but I had it read it last night. As 12 midnight to March 10, 2015 drew near, that this day was cause for a celebration became clear. It was the same day, 3/10/08, I was set free after 32 straight years in the penitentiary. Then I said, this deserves a poem. And I began working on it this early morning. 6 times prior, this day has come since I've been out. I wish on this 7th time of it I've written about. As this day continued, I sat at a bus stop, and a burger and fries from P. Terry's I enjoyed a lot. As I ate, I thank God I wasn't in prison eating this, where not very often in there they eat a meal like it. Earlier, as I talked and a lady to my story did listen, I told her today I'm celebrating 7 years free from prison. And moving forward, I thanked her for wishing me the best. And she paid for a coat for me because she chose to bless. Now at the bus stop at Cesar Chavez and Brazos Street, because of a man smoking, I and another moved several feet. For the rule says no smoking within 15 feet of bus stops. And since I quit smoking in prison, it annoys me a lot. In a library, I reflected with free time before school. How not getting a GED while incarcerated was not cool. But I really didn't know GED type of math either. Yet now back in school, I'm in math a bit more brighter. Now in that library before to school I went. I flossed and brushed my teeth with loose time spent. And as at school to our supervisor of my new coat I bragged, a classmate also gave me an unwanted coat she had. And I tried to keep up with my to-do list today, and more things I wrote before from me, they slipped away. Periodically this day of 3/10/15, I pondered being free for 7 straight years from the penitentiary. And lately to a lady's question of what I've taken away from being in prison such a long stay, I learned my lesson, value freedom, and don't want to return, was my reply to what I've taken away or learned. Now, I don't recall all of the feelings that day in me, but there was excitement and apprehension upon the reality of being free after being incarcerated that long. And I almost did not believe a bus to freedom I was on. 32 years is a long time, but 7 years is a long time too. I told Terry of these 7 years of freedom, that's true. In Dale Valley, when I arrived at the Austin Transitional Center, I was so happy in free society once again to enter. A minute or so before my watch 3:11:15 struck. I thank God even more, even though the tent left us. But since I lost freedom for so long, I now cherish it dear. And thank you, God, that I've been free. Exactly 7 years.
Thank you for sharing with us, Sheriff.
You're welcome, and I enjoyed everything shared also.
Excellent. So, Logan Cure, our feature to close us out this afternoon.
All right, so thank you all for sticking around. Thanks to Brave New Books for hosting. Thanks, Jules, for hosting. Did anybody see me read at Bookwoman last night? LGBT read. You all did? Okay. So I'll do some different things. I'll do some of